Well, we're going to do some drywall repairs here. We had an electrician come and put in the wiring that we needed, but he left us with these 4 holes. And as a normal electrician, they don't do drywall. So we'll do that. But he left us the circles. So that's half the battle. So what we're going to do now is we're going to patch it. So with one of those patches, what we need to do is somehow put it on there. And so what we're going to do is put a board back here, and that will support the piece of drywall. So that's in there. And just to make things a little easier, I just pre-draw a hole here. Get started. That's one.
Just tell me if you want me to go grab it.
Oh, that's fine. Here, we'll just do this. So that'll be our support for our patch, drywall patch. And again, I'm just using 1 3/4 inch drywall screws for all this. And we'll even use the hole that the electrician used to at least put the first one in. And there it is. The patch is solid. And now we'll finish it off. So my spackle is pretty loose, liquefied. It's probably the consistency of old pancake batter. So what we'll do is spread some on. I put it on a drop cloth, as you can see. No matter how careful you are, it's going to happen. So we want to go a little over that edge, and I'll show you why in a minute. And the reason why is what we're going to do is put down some paper tape on there, so it works even better. And because it's such a small opening, we don't need to go around the complete edge. And then with that said, put some spackle over that. And I use paper tape. I've got the mesh also. Either one would work, I'm sure. So now with a liberal amount on here, I'll take a wider spatula. And it's going to take a couple coats, so don't be alarmed that it doesn't work the very first time. Let's put a little more there. So we're going to let that dry for a bit. The can says anywhere from 2 to 5 hours or so, depending on the temperature. But we'll let that go, and we'll go on down the line and just keep doing them. And we'll be back to you here when this dries. Well, this is the first one we did, and it's pretty dry. The other ones, it'll be there in a bit. So anyhow, now that this is fairly dry, we could just sand it smooth, or lightly, I should say, with a sanding sponge. Or what I like to do is just take a damp sponge and I just go over it just a little. It's a lot less, well, no dust this way. And just as good. And then what we need to do now is we got to feather it out a little bit more. And we do that by the same mud, or spackle I should say. And we just go out a little further. I put, oh, and I don't have a mud tray. I used to have a mud tray. I don't know what happened to it. But for these small jobs, we don't need it that bad. So we just put some more mud on it like that. And again, we're going to feather this out. And I even have a larger knife. And we'll let that dry now. That'll even dry faster because it's a thinner amount on the wall. So as soon as that dries, I'll be back at you. So I have the second coat on here, and I just took, again, the damp sponge and kind of smoothed it out a little off the ridges. And so we went out, and I got now, for this final coat, all-purpose joint compound. And I added water to it just to make it a little more liquefied, because what we have now on this wall, we've got the knockdown texture, and there's orange peel, but this happened to be knocked down. And so to make it just a liquid, and then I'm just gonna just knock it on there. And then with a wide knife, knock it down. So we get a little knockdown there. Once it's painted, you won't be able to tell the difference where we patched. But I think I'm going to leave you here because not going to be around for the last part. But that's it. Easy. And thanks for watching. see you on my next video. And so what I'm using is DAP dry decks. Spackling. Just because that's what I had in the garage. And before I did this, I had to put some water in here to kind of get it softer.